gang? It is I, Carl from Flowers, your crypto pro.
Yay!
And today we have a very important presentation. We're going to cover some key points that you want to know about. So pay attention, get rid of all the distractions, and listen up. This is what we are going to cover. Number one, why I believe that the bull market is not over. We have not topped out. Number two, I'm going to show you clearly why the bull run has not yet started. And then we're going to look at clear evidence on the chart to show you what is about to happen. What is most likely going to happen is a rollover for the short term, another dip, and then the bull run. We're going to show you that. And then last but not least, we're going to give the time frame of when the bull run will possibly happen and why these 4.5 year crypto market cycles are not set in stone. Okay, so that's what we're going to cover. And now we're going to jump up to the Bitcoin chart, and I'm going to show you what is about to happen here because the bull market is not over. Now, we had all the boo birds out there screaming that we've hit the market cycle peak, and this is it. The bear market has begun. And I am completely not convinced of that. Number one, because these cycles are not perfectly 4 years or 4.5 years. Okay. And number two, we have not seen the real major move in Bitcoin, and we have not seen any major movements in the alts. Plus, there's something that's going to be happening in the next few months that is going to not only send the crypto market skyrocketing, but also the Dow, the NASDAQ. Everything is going to go boom, and we'll get into that. But for right now, let's look at this chart. This is the 4-hour Bitcoin chart. And what we're looking at right here is the possibility of a rollover in the short term. You see this? We got two red candles printed right there. We have a stochastic that is way up here in the overbought zone. Now, the blue line does look like it's still moving up. The red line or orange line is trying to catch up and get over that 80 line. But what will likely happen, usually we get a full cycle on this 4-hour. We're going to cycle down, and then we're going to find out where we end up. At the bottom of this 4-hour cycle, we're going to either end up here at the 105 or we're going to end up at the 101 line. Those are two key support levels. And for right now, I'm going to have to plan on 105 is where I'm going to start buying the most heavily for all of the alts that I want to load up before the bull run. Now, we could end up cycling up and down one more time because it takes 6 of these 4-hour cycles to equal one cycle with the 1-day chart. So right now we're still in this downward trending trading channel. I always talk about that. And the bull run is going to start whenever this channel switches and then price starts to bounce around, forming higher lows and higher highs. So that's what we see on the 4-hour chart. Now let's run to the 1-day chart, and I'll tell you why I think that in the short term, we're going to be ready to rock and roll. Now, here you see it. We had this little bottoming point here, but what do you see downstairs on the stochastic? Look at this. We're already in the oversold zone, and the blue line is curling up. It looks like it wants to cross over bullish and start to make its way up. However, we can see that in the past, sometimes it will flip back bearish. It will reverse itself. Like here, we had a reversal once, reversal twice, and then the next cycle up. And then here, we had several fake outs where it came back up 2 or 3 times before cycling down. The next one was pretty clean, where we have one crossover, and then we went down here to the oversold zone. So on the 1-day chart, this could take several days to play out, maybe a week. In 1 week, I'm thinking that we're going to visit this 105 right here or jump down to this 101, and this is strong support. Now, the least likely scenario is that we jump down here to this big volume node right here at 95,000. And I think that For my sake, I think that that's the absolute worst that we could see. We could jump down here to the bottom of the box at 92K, but since you got this big volume node sticking out here, there's a lot of trading activity that goes on at the 95K price. So highest probability, 105. Next in line, 101. The least probability, but the lowest possible price, 95. Rock bottom, 92. Now, most people are going to say if we fail 101, it's all over. And the market makers are going to want you to think that it's all over. Why? So they can make a ton of money and then run the price up to get to the all-time high, to draw everybody back in, to make sure that the liquidity is there so they can exit and make billions and billions of dollars. Quite probably, most likely, they will scoop up billions of dollars. It's going to happen. This is what they do time and time again. They set up the retail investors for the big steal, where they will break your willpower to believe in the market as it's going down like this. Then they run it up. They get you in a frenzy, and you become the exit liquidity so that they can exit that market and keep all of the money. So when we start into the bull run, let's just push this out to the 1 week chart. Here's my opinion. I think that once this stochastic curls back up, when that 1 day stochastic completes, this is going to curl up and we're going to move back up into the overbought zone up here for the last time for this bull run. But it's going to take some time. Now, you noticed that we were way down here languishing during the bear market. And then the next bottom was above the 80 line. And then this one is above the 80 line. This is an outlier here. We had the big liquidation just a little while ago. This big drop here was quite a drop, which was bigger than the one that we see right here. And everybody thinks that it was the end of the world when we've seen drops bigger than this. But not including this outlier, look where this crossover is sitting. So do you see this overall trend here where the stochastic bottoms are kind of moving up? These are going to move up. And on this last one, we're going to enter into the overbought zone, and then that's going to be it. But now, let's look at the time frame. When you look on the time frame, if we're going to jump back up here, we're going to be in first quarter of 2026. Okay, so the bull market peak could happen in late October, which I don't think it will. It could be November or December. But in my opinion, I don't think we're going to see this happen until the first quarter of 2026. It could be as late as March, maybe April. But I'll be watching the charts every day and keep you informed of what my opinion is. Now, the reason why I think this market is going to get shot up. Two things. Number one, there's another cycle that overshadows our crypto market cycle of 4.5 years, and that is the economic cycle. It's on a 13-year time frame. Okay? And when you look at the 13-year, when we go from a very bullish economy and then we have a recession and then the government starts to do quantitative easing or printing money, that's when the prices on the markets all shoot up. And even though there's a 13-year cycle, if you look at the history of the Dow, it does not ever go down. We have short time periods in recession where it'll start to trickle down a little bit, but overall it just pushes up. And sometimes it doesn't go down at the end of the 14-year cycle. So it's not set in stone. So what makes you think that the crypto market will always be this perfectly packaged little 4-year cycle? It's not going to be. Now, when we head into Q1 2026 and the Feds cut rates and we start printing more money, because we're about to print money like crazy. And what they are going to do is try to tokenize the U.S. debt, all right? Which means crypto will be directly involved and directly affected by money printing as they're going to try to move the dollar into stable coins. That's going to increase the money supply, and it's going to send prices straight out the roof. There's no way that we drop into a bear market with what we're about to see the government do in the first quarter of 2026. Now, that's just my opinion. It's not financial advice, all right? Do not take anything that I say. It's not set in stone. When you start to believe that somebody has it all figured out and they have all the answers, that's when you're going to fail. Things can change on a daily basis, and I don't have a crystal ball. But right now, all I have to go by is the chart and the fact that this uptrend here is going to probably continue, and we know where the support levels are. We know that the dollar printing is about to get crazy, and we know that we haven't had the major move yet in alts. So if we look at one more chart, let's just look at Ethereum. Now, do you think that the peak of this cycle, which here we are right here, do you think that was the market cycle peak? And it's just mirroring what we had during the 2021 market cycle peak. With all the development that's been going on with Ethereum and the growth of the market cap, do you really think that this is it? I don't. I'm sorry. I'm not convinced. So I'm willing to put the chips on the table and place my bets. I'm willing to have to sit and wait through another bear market and wait another 4 years if that's what it takes. That's how convinced I am. And if I have to wait, then I'm going to wait, because I'd rather have to sit on my bags than to say I'm selling out now and miss this bull market peak, because there's a whole lot of money to be made. I tell you what, you want to tick the notification bell, like, comment, and subscribe, because I've got a lot of stuff coming your way. I've heard you in the comments, the projects that you would like me to do TA on, and I will do that for you. So post in the comments the ones that you would like to see me break down as we go into this bull run. And I tell you what, in the private group, we have been making money swing trading. There's some AI projects that we just made some nice money on, and I'll be reporting on those soon. So that's all I've got for this one. This is Carlton, and I am out.